Kanye West outspoken tweets on support of President Trump. Conservative activist Candace Owens also criticizing President Obama for failing to apologize to West for previous issues. That's caused some of the A-list celebrities out there to condemn Kanye West. You've spoken about your upbringing a lot. You wrote a book about it. The last book, I believe, we spoke about. I know how proud you are of your parents. And as a successful woman of color out there, when you see Kanye West talking like this and getting the pushback there is, what do you think?
Well, my view, first of all, I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about it, but I can say that people should be able to express their views. Not all of us have to think politically the same way. I've said to people sometimes, you know, I've been black all my life. You don't have to tell me how to be black. And so I think we need to recognize that in some ways the height of prejudice is to look at somebody and think you know what they think because of the color of their skin.
Yeah.
And so I hope we get to the point that people get to express their views, and you can agree with them or disagree with them. But it's that, after all, is what it really means to be American, is to have the ability to say what you think.
It is pretty incredible, though. I mean, you look at some of these universities who push back on conservative speakers and push back on conservative thinking. You're supposed to be diversity in university. I mean, the shaming of it, it's...
Yeah. But, you know, I teach at Stanford.
Yes.
And I have students who come from a wide variety of political views.
I'm sure, yes.
And they do just fine in my class. I think they actually flock to my classes, even if they have very, very left views or very progressive views. And I always say to them, look, it's not my job to tell you what to think. It's my job to teach you how to hone your arguments, how to be disciplined in what you argue, not to be sloppy in your thinking. But at the end of the day, you get to think what you think. I just hope you'll be able to do it in a more rigorous way and in a way that actually the data supports what you're arguing. And
well, good for you. I mean,
I love teaching for that very reason.
And people look up to you and try to emulate you for that reason as well. So thank you for your leadership, Condi, and I mean that sincerely. Your book is Political Risk: How Businesses and Organizations Can Anticipate Global Insecurity. And boy, do we have a lot of global insecurity today.
Yes.
Tell me about the book, why you wrote this, and how you can navigate around all of these headlines that seem to disrupt markets and disrupt our thinking.
Right. Well, my co-author, Amy Ziegert, and I were teaching a course on political risk in the Graduate School of Business at Stanford. And we couldn't really find materials that spoke to the political side of political risk. In some ways, political risk used to be, back in the 70s or late 60s, well, is that socialist dictator going to expropriate my land or my business, nationalize my business?
Such a good analogy.
Right. That's really, today, not the problem. The problem today is that political risk is coming from multiple sources. It's coming from big geostrategic changes. Who would have thought that great powers behaving badly, like Russia, using social media platforms to interfere in the American election would be a big political risk now, a big risk for those social media companies. So that wouldn't have even been dreamed of a year ago. Who would have thought that somebody with an iPhone or with a camera gets to photograph not great behavior by an employee at United Airlines, and now United Airlines has a problem.
Exactly.
So that's another source. Civil society, human rights groups are organized across borders. And so if your company is doing something in a factory in Bangladesh, it's going to get attention. And so we just wanted to say to organizations, and particularly to businesses, political risk is all around you. You need to be able to look around corners and see what's coming. Don't make political risk the business of the risk people. Because, by the way, nobody ever gets rewarded for stopping something that didn't happen.
Right.
And so you really need to organize in the C-suite, among the very leadership of the company, at the board level, to think about political risk. It's going to happen to you. Cyber, terrorism, something's going to happen. Be prepared for it and have it constantly in mind.
As you write, the risks can come from anywhere, including a hacker. Condi, it's great to see you this morning.
Great to see you.
Thank you. Condoleezza Rice.